Hello everyone!
Hey there!
Welcome to Flower Friday. My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
Yes, we do, and today we have a fun snowman wreath that we're going to make. So y'all come on in and sit down and enjoy yourself and watch us make this snowman wreath.
That's right, because this one is going to be so fun.
Yes.
And I love snowman wreaths because you can use them all winter long.
All winter, that's right. All you'd have to do is clip this little Merry Christmas sign right out and use it all winter.
Yeah.
So they're so sweet. I love snowmen.
Hey Marcia, thank you for joining us today.
Hey Marcia.
Hey guys, hey Karen, welcome. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Yes.
We're going to show you what we're working with today. First, we have a 24-inch frosted pine wreath, flocked pine wreath. And now we've already got our sign and our snowman attached.
Wired on, yes. I just wired it on using our 26 gauge floral wire.
Now this cute, and I'll bring it up so that you can see it. This
I
cute
love this snowman.
Snowman is actually from Walmart.
He is,
and
yes.
he's only maybe like $5.
I don't remember what he was, but he's not bad at all. And he's just so cute. I love the little buttons on him because they're actually look like little coal pieces. And so they're just so cute.
Yeah, and what's really great about it, it's super lightweight.
Yes.
And this sign is actually, the Merry Christmas sign is from Hobby Lobby. It's really lightweight,
and it's very lightweight. That's right.
And like we said, if you want to use it all winter long, you could just clip off the Merry Christmas and you're good to go.
And you're good to go. That's exactly right.
Hey Nancy, welcome.
Now we also have some flocked ornament greenery that we're going to be using, as well as these adorable poinsettias from Hobby Lobby. I love these. They are so cute, and we've used them a couple of different times, and I love them. And then several different ornaments that we're going to be using. So, and all of the, well, I think all of them came from Hobby Lobby. So,
and then we have some ribbons because we're going to make our bow, and I'm going to show you. We're making a whimsical bow, and I'm going to show you how in just a minute. So we have some just 4.5 inch. This is 4 inch. This is just a red glitter ribbon.
Yes.
Then I have some peppermint, and I believe that's from Hobby Lobby.
Yes, it is.
I have more striped ribbon, red and white, and
that's
that
from
is
Walmart.
Yes, Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some 1.5 inch. This is also in the value section at Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
And then just some 1.5 inch red glitter.
Yes, and you can find the red glitter right now anywhere. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with our bow.
I'm going to move this
I am using my bowdabra bow maker today. Alright, let me get that down here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to just cut off a really big piece of wire. So I have lots of videos showing how to make this bow. I love, this is my favorite bow to make, especially at Christmas time, because I think it looks so good in Christmas wreaths.
It really does.
So I cut a big long piece of wire, let's see, this 26 gauge.
26 gauge, yeah.
And I just folded it over, so I've got a loop on one end, and then I've got my 2 open ends. And I'm going to put it right down into my bowdabra, just like this, and tuck it under. Like that. Okay, and I already actually have my tails cut. And I've got my 4 inch here. I've got this cut at about 15 inches.
I love this 4 inch ribbon, but it is very hard to work with, but it is so pretty.
Well, it's hard for a couple reasons. First, the glitter gets everywhere.
It does.
But it's also really, really thick.
Yes.
So I'm just going to make sure that that's in the center. Just like that. Okay. And had a couple of pieces of leftover, so that's what I'm using for this. I'm going to put it down into the bowdabra. Now I've got about 1 inch over here on my left hand side, and I'm going to make my first loop. Okay, and I use my thumb to my pinky to measure my loops, and it's about a 6 inch loop. Okay, then I twist. And I make another loop, and so I want these 2 loops to be the same size. You can measure them if you want to, but you don't have to. You can just do like I do. I just kind of pull it up.
Yep.
Make sure they are relatively even. I'm going to make another loop because I want 4 of this. Now I don't have enough of this to make a full loop, so what I do is I just cut this off.
And again,
like
she's leaving about an inch like she did at the beginning.
Okay, and I'm going to push it down because this is, like I said, really thick. And it's going to take up a lot of space in the bowdabra. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon and just make that last loop. Okay, so that's how you do it if you don't have enough.
Yeah.
On one roll
Yeah,
of
don't
ribbon.
ever let that stop you. You can work around that.
Okay. Makes it a little harder to work with just because it does make it a little bit thicker.
But you can certainly do it.
So now I'm going to add in my first peppermint stripe. I'm going to put it in just like that. Alright, usually I just throw that down on the floor, so either way. Okay, now these loops I'm going to make just about an inch shorter than the others. So these are about 5-inch loops here.
And, you know, that's a good thing to do with 4-inch ribbon, too, is, you know, it kind of gives your bow a base if you're using 4-inch like that.
Okay. And I'm going to also do 4 loops of this one as well. So 2 on each side. Just like that. Your loops do not have to be perfect with these bows. You want them close to even, but they don't have to be perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to add in my next striped ribbon. Now this one's just a little bit thinner. This is actually 2-inch ribbon, so it's just a little bit thinner. And when I make the whimsical bow, I like to go thickest to thinnest.
Are you doing these
I'm
shorter,
doing these
or
about
these
5 inches as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really just eyeballing it, but I would say they're about 5 inches.
And 4 loops of those. And you know, I hear people say, oh, you can't use the different stripes and things like that, but when you're doing a whimsical bow, don't let that kind of thing stop you. You can put all kinds of things together. And I think it just comes out cute.
Okay, so now this is what I've got so far. Now I'm going to add in my white ribbon, and this is a 1.5 inch, and this is just value ribbon at Hobby Lobby. Now these loops I'm going to make even shorter, and these tails I cut at 13 inches. Now I'm only going to do 2 loops of this one. Cut that a little bit shorter. Okay. Now I'm going to add in my 1.5 inch red on top. And you're just stacking them all on top of each other.
Starting and stopping with the red glitter.
Okay, and these are about 4-inch loops here that I'm making. Just small little loops.
These sure are cute.
Alright. So that's what it looks like. Now the thing with the whimsical bow, and when you're using the bowdabra, you just want to make sure you're always keeping some fingers or a hand on your ribbons at all times. Okay, so I'm going to pull them up, and pull my wire up. But even when I do, I've still got my thumb there.
Yes, because I made that mistake when I was making this one and just dropped my thumb and they all came out.
Alright.
I had to start over.
So you pull them out just like that and kind of wiggle back and forth just a little bit just to make sure that the wire is around there tight. I split them apart and then pull them around back. And then twist 5 or 6 times.
And now the fun part.
So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the bowdabra, and it's not very pretty, is it?
No.
But that's okay because we're going to make it pretty.
Yes.
So now we're going to fluff our bow. So to do that, takes a little bit of time, but all you do is you pull one loop and one tail one way and one another, okay? And you do this around the whole bow until you get all of your loops and tails exactly where you want them. And I try to get to kind of even out my my ribbons, because I don't like to have it like a ton of one color or one pattern all together. I like to even them out as much as I can, or spread them out as much as I can.
And this is the part that actually does take the longest, but it's worth taking the time.
You can show them how you wired the things on if you want to while I'm finishing up
okay.
this.
What I did with my Merry Christmas sign, it has the two little loops at the top. I cut the ribbon off of the top, and I've just used my 26 gauge floral wire and put it right through that loop, and then just wired it to a piece of my pine. Now I did the same thing on both sides, and then I also did that down here on my C in my Christmas. Now for my snowman, I have a piece of wire around the base of his hat right here, and I have that wired to a piece of the pine. And then for the sides of the snowman, I pinched up, these are actually styrofoam balls. That's what they're made of, but they've got a piece of material over them. So I pinched up the material and just kind of poked the wire through that material, and I've got it wired on. Now you could, and I probably would, because of this being so lightweight and styrofoam, I probably will take like a glue gun and just put a couple of little pieces of little places of glue right on the bottom, just to make sure that it's good and secure. But with it being that lightweight, it's not going to go anywhere. So now it is on here good.
And I'm just going to go ahead and wire my bow on right to the base.
Now one thing we didn't say though while she's doing that is, before you do anything, even with our flocked wreaths, make sure to fluff them. You need to, they're going to come all mashed together, so you want to take, I go by these are have two rings that they're made from. So I go the outer ring and I pull every piece of pine straight out all the way around, and then the inner ring has a couple of pieces on each place. So I'll pull one piece one way and one another, just like that, all the way around to get it good and fluffed out. We have this question all the time on how do you fluff a flocked wreath, and you know, you may lose a little bit of the flocking, but because it does kind of pull off a little bit, but you're not going to lose much, and you do need to fluff it out before you start to try to make anything.
Yeah, actually we had this question in our Design with the Pros Club this week about what to do about flocked wreaths that shed. Well, first of all, I don't know of a flocked wreath that doesn't shed.
They all shed. We always come home with them.
Hundreds, probably thousands.
Yes.
And they shed.
Yes.
We just don't even do anything about the shedding.
No.
Because most of the manufacturers, and especially, and these from Walmart are great.
They are great quality.
They add extra flocking because they know that they're going to shed.
Yes.
So, if you lose some, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
No.
Now,
you don't have to worry about it.
If you wanted to spray like a clear sealant, Kryline makes one, you could spray it on there. You don't even worry about that. But if you wanted to, if it made you feel better, you definitely could.
Yes, but by the time you get everything on it that you're going to have on it, you're not going to see any bare places or anything like that. So it's not anything that you have to worry about.
And these Walmart flocked wreaths are so good because the
They
flocking
are.
is so thick. And you can watch some of we've got a video actually showing you how you can flock your own wreaths.
Yes.
And if you flock your own, then you can put as much on there as you want.
Right.
So you can add extra on there.
And I'm going to tell you, we've done that. We have flocked our own, but when you can get this good a quality, as long as Walmart has them, I would get them, because it is much easier than flocking your own, although flocking them is
simple.
easy. Yeah, it is easy, but these are such good quality. Okay, I've got our little pine pieces that have our little red balls on them, and I'm just going to start putting those in, and I'm just using my glue skillet to put the ends in and get glue on it, and then I take a piece of my pine and just wrap it right around the base where I want this piece to be, just like that. So I've got that one there, and then I'm going to put one on the side. And I just take a piece of the pine again and wrap it right around the stem.
And those of you who are just joining us live, welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us.
Yes, we are.
I'm Amanda. This is my mom, Sherry.
Hi there.
We're a mother-daughter design team at Grace Monroe Home. And we're so glad to have you here with us today.
Yes, we are. And we are making a fun snowman wreath.
We were actually, last week we were not able to go live.
Yes.
Because we were in a hurricane.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. We were blessed. We didn't have electricity for several days. I was hoping that we were going to be able to go live today, and we were. But a lot of people in our area had it a lot worse, and we are very blessed and thankful.
We're still kind of having some phone issues, internet issues.
Yes, our internet is still having trouble.
But we're glad to have power.
Yes, we are. We can't complain too much because we have power, and
we're so grateful for all the linemen and all of the power company.
Yes, we are. My son-in-law is a lineman, and you can't do without them. So we are very, very grateful. Now I'm still putting these around, and I have added them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. And that's all of those that I'm going to add. Now I've got my cute, and these, I love these. These are so well made and so cute. And they're made from felt. They're at Hobby Lobby. And I love the way they're fun. These are so much fun.
Yeah,
so we are going to
close up of those. But
yes,
aren't they not so
aren't they cute? I'm going to put the first one right down here in the bottom. So I've got my balls on each side here, and then I'm putting my poinsettia right in the bottom. And I do the same thing with this. I just wrap a piece of my pine right around it, and I fluff out my poinsettia. But now I'm sure I'm going to have to fluff it again before. And so a lot of times if I have something like this, I will come around the back and wrap another piece of pine around it just to make sure that it's going to stay well. So cute. Okay. So this one I am going to add right here on the side.
Bobby asked, when you use an evergreen wreath, do you have to use extra pine and stuff?
You don't have to, Bobby, but I don't like the pine that's on the evergreen, unless you get a really, pay a little more and get one that has multiple pines in it and that kind of thing. I would say yes, you do have to. But if you get a very well made one, you don't have to do that. And I've seen some that were really good, and so you didn't have to add as much pine. But it's just the pine on most of the evergreens that you find is just not real pretty. So I do like to add more, but it really just depends on what kind of pine that your wreath that you're using.
And I would say it's a lot like your grapevines. Really, just adding the extra pine is just kind of adding that extra dimension
and element.
Yeah, that extra element. So no, you don't really have to, but if you add it, it's really going to enhance your wreaths a lot.
It really makes a difference. It does. In fact, I know you've heard me say this, I'm sure, Bobby. I even a lot of times will cut off the pine once I get it completely decorated. I go back and cut off some of the original pine that was on the wreath. Just if I'm showing too much of it, I just take my clippers and just clip it off, or clip it way low so that it still adds the dimension in it, and the heaviness of the wreath, but you just don't have it poking out so that you can see it. And I do that a lot.
I love red and white for Christmas.
I do
you guys, let me know in the comments if you are a fan of red and white.
Love it.
I love this combination.
Now we've got some pretty ornaments that we're going to add. Just all kinds of ball ornaments. So my first one, I always take the ends off if I can get them off. Sometimes you can't get them off, and that's good because that means they're on there good. But I always take the ends off, and we're just going to put that right down in the glue just like that. Put this first one right up here. Now, the key to adding your ornaments is to make sure to go ahead immediately and move your pine around the ornament, because once you get it dry, you're not going to be able to move anything around it. So if you've got a big hole, you're going to see it. So make sure to move all your pine around it and arrange it just like you want it before it dries.
And now we add a good bit of glue.
Yes, you're going to put a, dunk it in there pretty good.
And if you're using a glue gun, you're just going to want to make sure you really cover that.
Yes.
And then, a lot of people will just wire them on, and that you can do that, but we like to glue them.
Yeah.
And when they're on there,
they're on there really good.
They're on there. They're not going anywhere.
No. Let's see. And I'll do my other one. Trying to decide where I want to put this one. I want it over here on this side of the bow, but I don't think I can put it there.
Maybe
I guess
right
I'll
under
put
the
it.
bow, right
Yeah,
there.
that's
I think that's where I'll put mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there, and that will help the bow to stand up by having something there. I'm gonna come around on this side just so that I can get my pine arranged around it.
Yeah, there's just something about red and white. It just pops. I
It
guess that's why I like it.
does.
It's just eye-catching.
It really is.
I see a lot of you in the comments really like red and white too.
Yes, and it's always a very popular combination for us. People do love it. Okay. There we go. And I have mashed my bow, but that's okay. I've got these pretty
these are
white with the red polka dots. So
And
we're
now
gonna
these just
put
came in
some
a
of
big-
those.
I think this was Hobby.
Yeah, it was Hobby Lobby.
Just a big, and they were all red, white.
Yes, and you see we've just about used the whole thing already, which seems impossible because that was a lot of ornaments.
It's not impossible for us.
No, not for us. Okay, the first one I'm going to put right up here at the top of my Merry Christmas sign. Just like that. I just kind of want it peeking out from behind the sea. Just like that. I'll put one of these.
I love these. I
these.
actually ordered, or bought a bunch of these to go on my tree.
Yeah, these are so pretty.
I love these.
They're kind of a velvet. That's what I was fixing to say. It's a velvet, but I'm going to put this on the other side of my sign. So, just like that. So cute. I love these.
And this little guy in the center, he's so cute. You really don't even have to do a ton.
You really don't, and that's what's good. You put a sign on and just add a few little balls, and you really that's all you need. I mean, he's so adorable. Let's see. I'm going to add. Oh, I've got one right here. Well, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to add this one on the inside of my bow. right up here beside Mr. Snowman. Right behind that poinsettia, just a little. Get his little hand out. Got his hand caught. There we go. Bless you.
It's all this flying snow.
I know this glitter is getting to you.
Yeah, it's flying snow and glitter.
Yep. All right, I'm going to take another one of our pretty balls. Put this one right down here beside him.
I'm going to go ahead and add a red one too.
Mm-hmm. Where are you adding the red
Right
one?
there. And
Oh, right beside, yeah, up underneath it. That's a good spot, so I will add one right there. She's getting ahead of me. All right. And really the key to this is just filling in any holes that you've got with any of your ornaments.
because you really can just add as much or as
little as you want. Exactly.
Y'all know, if you watch us, you know we tend to go over the top.
Yeah, because we like a lot. Well, that one I can't get the thing off, so it'll stay. I'm going to turn it this way just so that I can put this red one, and I'm going to tuck it right over here underneath that poinsettia right about there. And make sure when you're making your wreaths, don't forget, we say it when we're doing our grapevine, but it's important to make sure that you put something around the bow as well, even on your Christmas wreaths. So don't forget that important part. Okay, now we've got some cute little candies. So we're going to add those. Now you could wire these on, but we're just going to do the same thing and glue them. So.
I'm thinking we need like to put a couple of these
on
either
we
side
can.
of
That's
that.
a good idea. I'm going to put my little thing in, and I'm just going to tuck this right here.
Where'd you put that one?
Just right here. Beside his head, beside his little hat.
These are cute little candy.
They are cute.
Candies.
Alright.
Get a stick for that though.
I had about forgotten about these. I guess that was your subtle reminder that I needed to put these
yeah,
up.
I figured you were going to forget about
Yeah, I had about forgotten them. She knows her mama well. So I'm just putting that one right there on that side.
Now these these are from Hobby Lobby. Y'all seen us use them before probably.
Yes.
They come in 3 like that. But most of the time we pull them apart.
Yeah, we do. Because, well, occasionally we'll use them whole, but most of the time really, you don't need that much. You know, you just need a little something.
You kind of just want it peeking out there just a little bit.
Exactly.
Like little lollipops just peeking out.
So, I'm going to put these at the bottom, right here on the side, just like this. Get this one. So now I'm going to put some more of my little cute candies. And I'm just using a stick down in my glue skillet just to put a dab of glue right on the top, just like that. I think I'll put that one up here.
I think this needs to...
And you can sprinkle as many of these around as you want to, or use as few as you want. But I just think they add something so cute. This way just so I can see where we are. I need to fix my poinsettia.
Millie says it looks like you're hogging the space.
Who, me? I am, aren't I?
She puts me over here in the corner.
I stick her over there in the corner. I do.
That's okay. I don't mind.
I do. I keep pushing her further and further that way, too. Okay, I have another one of my little candies.
I really like these candies. They're so
I do
cute.
too.
I need to get some of these for my tree too.
Yeah, yes, these would be cute, just sprinkled all over if you're doing something like this. Uh-oh, something just fell.
What that was?
I don't know either. It didn't sound good. This one, I'm just going to, let's see, where do I want to put it? I want to put it right in here, I think. I like to kind of angle them just a little bit. It's so cute. Now, I want to add some smaller balls to it. And these also came from Hobby Lobby. I can't get that one off. That's all right. Just gonna dip that right in there. I'll put one right here.
Yeah, actually, I forgot about these balls.
Oh yeah, I love these. These just shine with the glitter that they've got on them. They're so pretty, and I use these a lot. They are great for just filling in places.
Yeah, mine don't want to come off. So if you can't get it off,
if you can't get it off, just use it. It's as long as you glue it good, it'll be all right. Because I couldn't get that one off, so I'm going to leave that one on.
And I like that these are in different sizes. There's 3 different sizes in the package. And I actually like the really little ones, too.
I do, too. I'm going to add a couple of those as well. Because I think they're cute. I need one more of my balls. Which one do I want? I think I'll do another. I'm going to put one of these right here on the side under this poinsettia, Amanda. I don't know if you... mine's on this side of my outside one right here. But just wherever you need one will be fine. That I have the perfect spot for it right there. Let me get some of these cute little bitty ones. I love these. What all are you all working on right now? And were any of you in the hurricane, and how did you get through it. I hope everybody was all right. Okay.
Yeah, it pretty much it did some damage to our area, but
yes, I had some.
We fared pretty well.
I always want to say red tips. I had some Bradford pear trees in front of my fence, and I was just so sad to lose them because they had been a birthday gift years ago. Everybody in my family got me one, and I lost all of them. So it just. Oh,
but it could have been
worse.
But
it could have been worse, and that's what I keep telling myself. They were they were trees, and I loved them, but that's okay because it could have been on my house, and they just took down part of my fence. That's okay. It could have been a lot worse. So I am still very, very grateful. I did hate losing them, though. I have to admit that. And now with these, I'm literally just going to kind of sprinkle them around anywhere that I see a little hole. And there again, you can use as few or as many of those as you choose. I think I'm just going to put one right here in front of my little snowman. Just right there. I'm going to turn it sideways just a minute because I need to add one of my bigger ones right here on the side. So I'm going to put that one just right.
Let's see. Bonnie says, I'm working on my first ever wreath. What I've learned from you gave me confidence to try.
Oh, I'm so happy that makes me happier than you will know, Bonnie, just to hear that. That's why we do what we do, because it's something that has given me so much pleasure. It has helped me through some very trying times in my life, just being able to, you know, put your emotions into doing something and making something beautiful. And so I'm always happy when I hear something like that. So yay, Bonnie. I am happy to hear that you're making one.
You will definitely have to post a picture.
Yes, please do. I would love to see it. Yeah.
I think I'm going to be about done with mine.
Yeah, I could. You know me. I'll keep adding, so I probably should stop.
And really, it's, you know, it's up to you.
That's a preference. Yes, I do think I'm going to add one more of my little ones right up here in this hole. Just right there. I love these. So make sure it holds. Sometimes you have to hold it just for a couple of seconds just to make sure it holds good. But there we go. There's our red and white snowman wreath. Aren't they cute?
Yeah, and those poinsettias,
They are gorgeous.
They're velvet.
Mm-hmm. They're velvet, and they're trimmed in I don't know what that is, but it's cute.
Almost a velvet trim.
Yeah, it is a white velvet trim. So you can get most of this, at your Hobby Lobby and Walmart. So make sure to
most everything here came from today was pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Came from either Hobby Lobby or Walmart.
That's right.
So check out your local Walmart and Hobby Lobby, because right now they've got some really great stuff.
I may have to keep this one.
Well, yeah, because
I say that all the time, snowman. But my theme is snowmen. So I may just have to keep it. And I tell you something else I thought about as I was making it, that you could, because he's got his little black hat on, you could add a few black ornaments in there. That would be cute too, because they would really pop against all of the red and white. So that's something else you could do.
Yeah. I mean, there's really a lot you could do.
Yes.
If you could add silver.
Oh yeah, you could.
If you wanted to, you could add some silver in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just have fun with it.
That's right. So y'all.
I really like red and white though.
Yes, I do too. I do too. So there is our red and white snowman wreath.
Right.
So, and y'all go see if your Walmart has this snowman, because he is adorable. I just love his little buttons.
Yeah, and he's perfect for wreaths because he's really lightweight.
Very lightweight.
I mean, it's almost like he's made of some kind of
I think it's just a very light styrofoam that they made him with, and then they just covered him with a furry type material.
It's cute.
Yep, very cute. So there you go.
Well, this was fun. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're so glad to be back with you. We've missed you all.
We missed you. I missed this more than you will ever know.
And if you are new to our channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. If you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to like and follow our page. We're live every Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time for Flower Friday Live, unless there's a hurricane and we have no power.
Right. That's exactly right. Yes, and you never know about that. But...
So we're here most Fridays.
Yes. Yes.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure that you click the bell so that you get notified when we release those new videos.
That's right. And y'all go make you a snowman wreath. They're fun.
Yes, they are so fun.
It will lift your spirit and make you happy.
That's right. And you guys are invited to check out our blog at www.gracemonroehome.com, where we have tons of DIY tutorials, wreath tutorials, fun crafts, recipes, all kinds of fun stuff to keep you busy.
That's right. And if you want to learn more techniques on making wreaths like this and making wreaths with wow factor, make sure to get on our wait list for our Design with the Pros Club. That is our private membership club that is only open 3 times a year. It's closed right now, but we will be opening soon, so make sure to get on the wait list.
That's right, guys. Well, I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend.
I do too. I do too. Y'all go make something. Have fun.
Make something pretty.
Yes.
We will see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.